So once you have done the research, then you leverage the technical knowledge. So equip yourself with a deep understanding of your product's feature, benefits, applications, and real world success stories to back up your claim with facts. In a world full of sailors, be the expert. So that is the importance of a technical expertise in the field of lubricants. Identify your KDM, key decision maker, whether he is an initiator, influencer, decider, buyer, or consumer. So don't chase the rabbit, hunt the lion. You have to see who is going to take the decision, and then you have to build the rapport with him. Mindset and attitude is plays a very important role. So approach every meeting with confidence and positivity. Your attitude sets the tone for the entire conversation. So the only limit to your success is your mindset. And this is what we built in this program, a robust mindset. Then I would like to share one of my visit anecdote where I could crack the code with product mastery. So I recall a visit to a lubricant customer in Hamria Free Zone in Dubai. There were several ongoing projects like anti-wear, extreme pressure and friction modifiers, as well as rust and corrosion inhibitors. So they were, in requiring those additives for lubricant oils, which is turbine oils, hydraulic fluids, and some of the specialty greases. Primarily that requires man turbo OEM specifications to be met. So I faced a challenge with a project on specialty greases competing with a European product for an ashless anti-wear additive based on phosphoric acid ester chemistry. The customer believed that European products were good enough and saw no price advantage in switching. So despite similar phosphorus and nitrogen content, I was introducing a premium additive from a company called King Industries, an American company distributed by Environ Specialty Chemicals. But I don't give up so easily. I started digging deeper and found that while FZZ and 4-ball wear test showed no significant difference, but our product excelled in steel corrosion, that is D665 ASTM. So the customer admitted they were using a separate corrosion inhibitor to combat corrosion, adding extra cost in their formulation. So our additive offered both anti-wear and corrosion protection, optimizing their inventory and reducing cost. So knowing your product's USP and mastering product expertise can change the game. As we say, the devil is in the details. You have to go in the details of your product. So it is not enough to claim your product is superior. Focus on its unique selling points, ask intelligent questions, and offer tailored solutions. Say, for example, if you are promoting rust preventive oil, analyze street rates, review salt spray hours, and consider atmospheric conditions and evaporations. So, we will cover all these aspects in our program, diving deep into all the facts of lube oils. You will have the mastery on all the lubricant oils and greases, their technicalities and fundamentals. Another instance, I was chasing a prospect for a long time trying to introduce our aminic and phenolic antioxidants, which is butylated octylated diphenylamine. So despite our superior quality and favorable pricing, a proposal kept getting buried in the procurement manager's inbox due to his connections with the existing vendor. It was a tough nut to crack, so I decided not to give up and search for the key decision maker, ADM, on social media. So instead of approaching him directly to avoid hurting the ego of purchaser, I found a mutual connection on LinkedIn who was close to me. So I asked him to refer me as a genuine additive vendor and review our offerings. The very next day, I received a call from the procurement manager who was ignoring us, mentioning that the CEO of the company having he heard about me from his friend and want to meet me. So this changed the entire game. I conducted a professional meetup and turned the situation in our favor. So by knowing your KDM and leveraging connections, we can save time, energy and months of follow-ups. So it is not what you know, but who you know is important as well. Going ahead, there are certain sales meeting protocols. I must say, keep it simple yet impactful. So less is more. Simplify it. So start with rapport building, create an impactful presence. A good conversation is the first step to great relationship. Ask open-ended questions to engage with your client. Second is build trust. People prefer to buy from those they know, like, and trust. So a good conversation is the first step to a great relationship. And keen observation. So observe the client setup, look for competition samples, keep your eyes open, or if there are any goods on the, if you are in the factory, or plant conditions and overall vibe. So use the sixth sense. So your intuition is your one of the best guide. So pay attention to the behavior of staff and the observe the environment. So you will understand a lot about the customers. So you never get a second chance to make a first impression. That is the importance of having preparedness for a meeting. Going ahead, then I will say that sell the solution, not the product. So discuss pain points, identify and address the client's challenges, propose customized solution, focus on performance benefits and long-term savings. Every problem has a solution, keep it in mind. Then objection handling. So listen actively, understand the client's concerns before responding, and turn obstacles into stepping stones. Prepare for anticipated objections and be ready with data and proof. So, above all, sharpen your presence of mind. Just don't rely on memory alone. So, while you may face certain objections or key tricky questions, you should be open to respond. If you're well prepared, this will definitely going to help you, but rely more on your presence of mind. So, seek first to understand than to be understood. So, you have to be a good listener to handle the objections well. Then I will say that position long term value, not just the price. So it is a generic belief in the industry that low price is the king, but it is a myth. You have to highlight the values, emphasize the long term benefits and ROI of your product, build a vision, show how your solution align with the client's future goals. Price is what you pay and value is what you get. So focus on value. This is the benefit of value based upselling and cross selling techniques. There is a whole lot of science behind that. Once you come into the program, you will master this game actually. Then discuss implementation or delivery. So plan the next steps, outline the implementation process and delivery timeline. Ensure clarity. Make sure the client understand every step. Simplify it. The journey of 1,000 miles begin with one step. You have to take one step at a time, simplify it, and go ahead. So I will brief you about one of the episode in from my when I was in Gulf. So I had the privilege of leading diverse culture. So I had a team in which one of the team member was from Jordan, one was from the Philippines, from India, Egypt, and local Arab guy. So this multicultural team brought a wealth of expertise and prospects that enrich each one of us. So once we received a large scale inquiry from a refinery, Aramco actually. So for that project, it was a critical compressor. So the stakes were very high and the competition was fierce. So I decided to leverage our team's collective strength to give it our best shot. So recognizing the need for a unique approach, we brainstormed and decided to utilize the best of our capabilities. To break the ice with the Arab procurement head, I involved my Jordanian colleague who initiated a strategic dialogue. So my teammate from the Philippines, friendly communicator, given the task to bridge the cultural gap with the buyer and gathered valuable insights. So I got engaged with the plant end users and project team using my analytical skills and technical know-how about the project, and we shape up the detailed discussion with the project head from the France. He was a French guy, and my Egyptian colleague who was good at data collection and analysis. I given him the task with researching pricing for similar project using specific business tools and personal connections to gather market insights. So one of my teammates, though knowledgeable and product expert, had a toxic attitude. So I challenged him to activate his pride and get tasks done for finalizing project features, benefits, and applications. So over the period of time, I understood his personal struggles and helped him overcome his behavioral issues through some meditative and breathing practices. As we say, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. So I understood the weak point of my colleague. I understood his personal issues he has been facing, and I tried to help him to come out and be a kind of a productive part of this project. So when we presented our proposal to the refinery team, we were thrilled to be selected as the L1 bidder. So our preparation and teamwork paid off. The project became one of the largest our company had ever achieved in the Gulf region. So I was, it was a article featured in a local magazine also. So that was the kind of magnitude of that project. So by leveraging our global perspective and diverse strength, we turn a challenge into success. Teamwork makes the dream work. The client expressed gratitude not just for the deal, but for the support we provided to their project team and end users, making their work efficient and smooth. So in business, we say we don't just close deals, we open doors for relationships. Customer bonding is one of the key area where one has to master his skills, and definitely the teamwork pays.